Hey, StarWars.com. James Arnold Taylor here, the host of the main stage at Star Wars Celebration Anaheim. We have had a fantastic day, full of surprises, but we are now in the presence of Star Wars royalty. Yes, Ian McDiarmid, thank you, sir. We just had a great time on stage.
We did.
Now here we are backstage in the green room. I mean, I have to ask you, does the enthusiasm for Star Wars that you see at Celebration, does it ever surprise you? Is there anything that surprises you at this?
Yes, that so many people seem to get so much out of it, and that whole new generations are coming to the movies. George always said that, and it's turned out to be true, that 1, 2, and 3 would appeal very much to the younger generation.
Sure.
The older generation would say, hey, that's not the way we did it in the old days, the way they do. But the thing I suppose that surprised me and encouraged me is that kids seem to like them all, and they don't feel the older ones either are old-fashioned. They're not sort of digitized, out of all belief, that they can't suspend their disbelief again in the way that George originally did it. So I think they'll go on forever.
I would have to agree. And having played one of the biggest villains in movie history, I mean, truly, that's got to hit you sometimes. Why do you think the fans love this bad guy so much? Because they really do.
I don't know. I feel I failed. They should be hating me.
But no, they love
well, everybody loves to love a villain or loves to hate a villain.
Yeah.
And we actors, too, by and large, like playing them because there's so much
Is it more
juice in
fun?
there.
Was it more fun being Sidious exactly, or Palpatine, or was it a balance? Did you find each day a new adventure?
Each day was different because we rehearsed, of course, and performed out of sequence. And so sometimes I was Palpatine and sometimes I was the monster, whether it was in a hologram or reality.
Yeah.
And so I kind of existed. This is quite handy because we've got the 3D showing of Revenge of the Sith coming up, but I existed in 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
There was Sidious, there was Palpatine, and there was me.
That's right. And here we are, because you're involved in this world of Star Wars and both trilogies, which is really unique to a character. How does it feel to see this saga kind of continuing with new generations now? And again, somewhat of I guess you could say, the passing of the baton with some of this to new people.
Yes, well, that's great, and it's again exciting to see how much excitement is being generated.
Yeah.
I mean, this morning J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy were there to give a little bit away, but not much, not enough, just enough to tease and get us even more excited about what's going to happen later in the year. And the enthusiasm for that was immense. And of course there are going to be lots of other stories about a lot of the other characters in years to come.
Yes.
And I think that the interesting thing about it is that appetite is not on the wane, it's on the increase for people for those movies.
It really is, and I'm sure you're seeing it moment by moment throughout your time here at Celebration.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask you though, what would the Emperor have allowed? I mean, would he have ever allowed something this huge, this type of event, if it was for anybody but himself?
He would have to be in control of it.
Yes.
He had to be in control of absolute everything.
Everything.
Yes, if he needn't necessarily appear. In fact, he'd probably choose not to appear. He'd send himself in from a room somewhere, carefully edited and selected.
Or he'd be just behind it all. You'd think it was going to be for somebody else. You think it's for Darth Vader, but it's actually for him because he's the master manipulator, isn't he?
That's right. That's well put.
Well, sir, you are anything but. You are a gentleman, and we have had such a great time with you here at Star Wars Celebration and StarWars.com, and I just thank you for your time, sir.
Well, thank you, James. A pleasure to talk to you again.
I guess I can say, may the Force be with you, to the Emperor.
You can say that if you like.
All right. I just did.
I can want to throw up, but...
Thank you, I think.
Joking.
Hello, StarWars.com. It's James Arnold Taylor here, the host of the main stage at Star Wars Celebration with Star Wars legend, Anthony Daniels. Anthony, we just had such a great time.